What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Three Pyramids Network with your host, the Ignorant Eclectic Mad Genius. And today we are going ahead and jump back into Poetic Flacco's video, another one of Poetic Flacco's video, bro. Um, I hate her so much. Is the title. This is about Erica Kirk. If you haven't paid attention or you weren't paying attention to any of the stuff that was going on the last couple weeks, there was a presidential dinner or something like that. And basically, it was allegedly shot up. Well, it was shot up, but it was allegedly shot up. And she has now come out to say some things about people, I guess. I don't know. All I know is I seen a snippet of it and it looked ridiculous. I was just like, what the hell?
The video attempting to utilize the shooting that took place at the White House Correspondents' Dinner
That's what it
to
was.
create a pity party for
I'm
herself.
stupid.
She even went off on Drewski, among other people. And it's one of the most performative videos. Like, I hate this lady so much. Everything about her is disingenuous, it's fake. And her trying to utilize this shooting to create this pity party for herself is just the new low that I'm not surprised by at all.
It seems to me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They have continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest. We want the best for our country. They don't. This is why Charlie started Turning Point USA in the first place. He didn't trust the radicalized liberal teachers. And this past Saturday, it was a school teacher, of all people, a school teacher that attempted to change our history for the worst with bullets.
Watch.
He didn't even shoot. The video had just came out. I want to say yesterday or the day before, or something like that. That he didn't shoot not one bullet. The 4 shots that came out were all from one individual. The one that hit his partner, that hit the cop's partner, or whatever. Yeah, it came from one of their own.
How this narcissist centers herself in the middle of this as if she's like the main character. She was not the target. They were not looking for her or going after her. Nobody gave a damn she was there. But she centers herself in the middle of this as if she's like the main character of the story, as if she's like the sole beneficiary of all the headache, trauma, and pain that came from that night. She's not. Right? But she does this by saying the very same evil doers who are trying to take over the country, those are the very same people who have been attacking me from my side, bruh. Like, this nonsense of like it's only people on the left who are committing these tragedies and these are the people,
Right.
bruh, they have repeated that rhetoric so much that it's now falling on deaf ears. Like, nobody is taking that. Even like the most MAGA right winger like hears that and think it's stupid. Like, that's dumb. Like, obviously it's dumb, right? Like, we could name you 20 people on the right who has committed tragedies. I could name you 20 people on the left. Bad people and lunatics are bad people and lunatics, but it doesn't matter what their political alliance are. But Erica Kirk centers herself. These bad people who are responsible for this tragedy are.
First off, why is she there? I thought she was supposed to be some trad wife lady who was always down to be in the kitchen with her kids and always with her kids. Why are you here at this correspondence dinner? I said it wrong. Well, why are you there and not with your kids? And mind you, we haven't seen her with her kids in the last. It's been what, 7 months, 6 months, something like that. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop being in the spotlight. I understand that you want to be the CEO of your former husband's company or whatever. And then I also seen some other things based around, I guess, her, where I guess her boy, I don't know if it's her boyfriend or dude that she went on a date with or something. And some MAGA individuals was calling her a mud shark. I did not know what that meant until I looked it up. And when I tell you, it's disrespectful, one, way disrespectful. And I was just like, what in the world? If you don't know what it is, look it up. I'm not gonna say it. But Yeah, I'm
Saying
stop
bad
talking.
people that's been attacking me for months. Nah, all right, man. And the attack she would name is like, oh, like they're making fun of me. They wearing white face. Like, all right, bro. Like, yo,
Shout out
she's
to
such a
Drewski.
drama queen, man.
And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah.
And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me? So, for example, a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me.
Understood.
She introduced herself and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss."
Peep this. The reporter walked up to Erica Kirk and gave her the level of kindness they've been asking for months. That's the level of kindness they've been asking for people on the left to treat them as if they're not monsters,
humans,
to treat them as if they're not supporting active atrocities, right? To treat them as if they're not supporting a war that's committing an active genocide, that's committing war crimes after war crimes, as if they're not supporting a war that's leading to schools where little girls end up being bombed.
Mm-hmm.
These people are supporting a war that has seen hundreds of little girls being killed and murdered. But people on the left should be kinder to them. And the reporter walked up to her and gave her the level of kindness they've been asking for. And watch how nasty Erica Kirk's own admission was to the lady who walked up to her and be nice. And apparently, like, she was nasty to the lady because the lady worked for a publication that Erica Kirk felt like has been unfair to her. But isn't this what the Correspondents' Dinner is for? For everybody to come together and for one night, be bipartisan, chop it up, and actually try to build some type of camaraderie. Like, isn't this what this meeting is about? So she walked in something that she's never been to and tried to disrupt the culture and make herself a victim.
To which I replied, "It is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with all of the slander, the lies, accusations that are out there surrounding my husband's murder and myself." And I said to her, "You know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up, and you guys are co-mingling in and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you are able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you." To which she replied, literally, she said, "I know. Isn't it special, right? Isn't tonight so special?" And following that conversation, it was time to take our seats, and we went into the big ballroom where the dinner was. And one of the first things I noticed when I walked into that room was quite literally the proximity of the opposing outlets to one another. And then shortly thereafter, gunshots rang out and total chaos ensued. And you guys have all seen what happened next because there are 1,000 videos of it.
Part of the reason why we even have videos like this, where it's all documented and we can see exactly what happened, is because the brave journalists, while they were literally barricaded and couldn't really move anywhere because they don't know what's going on and where it's coming from, and people are screaming, "Get down, get down, get down." So they're literally stuck, pulled out their phone and began to record. As the president is being escorted out, gunmen is yelling, "Get down, get down, get down," to people in the, like, so they couldn't go anywhere, and they're recording. But watch Erica Kirk for some reason try to make it seem like it's only people on the left who was recorded, and somehow what they were doing was selfish, and it was wrong, and it was bad, while at the very same time, like, reporting on this and reporting on the video that's public because of these people.
So let's discuss that fact for a second. If you were in that room, you had no way of knowing what the status of the shooter was, how many there were, or honestly, really anything. It was just utter chaos. And so during an active shooting, these journalists are using their phones to find moments to capture for clips. They were so concerned about getting a video in a room with an active shooter that they could have accidentally and quite literally filmed themselves being shot. Many of those people have become so desensitized that fight or flight became secondary to the opportunity of putting themselves into the story, which ironically breaks the #1 rule of journalism. And again, Ironically enough, the shooter was a teacher. You have these people who are supposed to be teaching our children the future of this country, and he's so unhinged that he is able to teach children by day and then attempt to murder the president of the United States by night.
That is a false equivalent, but whatever.
And in his manifesto, he starts by contextualizing himself by saying, I am a citizen of the United States of America. And while
He is a citizen of the United States of America. And mind you, I'm not trying to like take off a dude whatsoever. But the United States of America that he thought he was gonna get, he probably didn't get. And also it could be MK Ultra, but that's conspiracy theory had me, and we're not going there right now. But yeah.
we may have big problems with illegal immigration in this country, I have to tell you, we have an even bigger problem when it comes to the systemic indoctrination and radicalization of our own citizens. This is what got my husband killed.
No. A certain group of people got your husband killed, which I'm not gonna name.
Is what has led to 3 legitimate attempts on President Trump's life.
It would be so easy to simply say, hey, man, we got a problem with radicalization in this country from all sides. Like, wasn't there like a literal kid, like the Buffalo shooter, who went into like a mall or like a grocery store and targeted black folks and shot and killed a lot of black people? And he said he did this because he wanted to start a race war, and that was like a right-wing freak. Yo, like, can you imagine if people say, you see, bro, this the problem with the right? Nah, bro, yo, people are radical. People are bad.
Psyops.
Bad people exist everywhere.
Well, not psyops.
And I don't think there's anybody on planet
Some
Earth
of them definitely are.
who's looking at like what this dude did and says, yeah, this is a good person. Nobody on Earth. No, there's not a soul who sees what this guy did and think, oh man, this dude, oh man, he's a martyr. No, nobody thinks that. This is make believe. But this is, again, Erica Kirk is able to get $100+ million a year from donors and from AIPAC and from Israeli billionaires because they're very successful in pushing fear-mongering like this, right? She's able to get hundreds of millions of dollars in donations because people can, oh my God, if Turning Point don't exist, the evil left is, bro, these people are crooks. They're con artists, man.
Turning Point is dying slowly but surely. If you haven't paid attention, you should actually pay attention because nobody trusts them whatsoever. All the churches that were involved with them, they have turned their backs on them. They've called them out for lying about certain things that they've done. So, you should pay attention. Take a look sometime.
They're fear-mongering their way to $1 billion. It's really that simple, bro. Now, the nonsense that really made me pissed, bro, when she gets to talking about dehumanization. And the only thing I can think of is what? The only thing I can think of is, can you imagine if Erica Kirk, blonde hair, blue eye, super rich, opulent family white woman feels oppressed and dehumanized in Trump America? Imagine what black and brown people feel. Imagine what a Hispanic person feels like in Trump America after the Supreme Court ruled they could be racially profiled. The literal Supreme Court ruled that ICE and other federal officers can racially profile people who are black and brown. That was a literal ruling. So if you feel dehumanized, imagine what these people feel. But you support those policies. Like, you support like black and brown people being like racially profiled. Like, you support this. Like, you support people being taken from off the streets and thrown in the back of a paddy wagon because they look as if they are illegal or because they speak a different language. You support these policies. You support this. So if you feel dehumanized, imagine what my friend felt when he was confronted by federal officers. He says, I'm a citizen. Here's my ID. Here's my social security number. I'm sorry, sir, I don't walk around with my birth certificate on me. And he was literally taken from off the streets, thrown in the back of a paddy wagon. kidnapped and carried away to go prove that he's legal.
And I can speak firsthand to that unbearable toll that this must take on our First Lady. There has never been a president who has faced this many assassination attempts in Americans' entire history. And after each one, the reaction from the far left has been, at best, a shrug, and in some cases, a sick disappointment that the shooter was unsuccessful. We are all human beings. And if you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one?
She's just lying. Like, this is just a literal lie. Like, Jimmy Kimmel filmed that episode before the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting. It was way beforehand. So how could he be talking about that shooting or Trump almost dying that night? Like, what?
What did he say?
No, he was talking about Trump being really old and his wife seemingly hates him. And, you know, when he passed away from old age, his wife will seemingly be super happy. That was the joke. Has nothing to do with the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner that didn't happen yet when he was recording.
That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of an expected widow.
Death stare.
The glow of an expected widow. Just 48 hours before that nightmare almost became a reality. In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not
It wasn't a lie. And he didn't say it was you. It was just implied.
fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband.
Well, I mean, Candace kind of has a lot of good points.
And the list goes on and on and on.
The order of operation here is center yourself with the tragedy, lie, 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 center yourself with the tragedy, lie, 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 center yourself. All right, if he's claiming that Drewski did a skit about you or in whiteface, he never said that it was about you.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to be dense here. Like, of course the Drewski skit was about her, right? But even them labeling the whiteface, we know why they label it whiteface, bruh. Whiteface, yo, is whiteface even a thing? Like,
No.
Is there like a historical mockery of white folks with white? Like I don't understand. Is like, has white folks been historically disparaged through white paint? No, that has not been a thing. Like whiteface, the term whiteface was created by modern day right wingers. Like the term whiteface was never a thing. It never existed. But again, back to trying to be the victim, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all feel about this, bruh. And this nonsense of, oh, Erica Kirk is a widow. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Erica Kirk is that smack a power player in politics right now, and she must be treated as such. Erica Kirk went to, I think it was ASU, and demanded that ASU cancel the Un-F America tour, right? Because she felt like they would have influence over the students. So she has actively been working to suppress left-wing voices for a while. Man, F her, bruh. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. If you're still watching this video, click.
Yo, once again, shout out to my boy Flacco. The link for his video, this original video, will be in the link in the description below, like I do with all videos. But yeah, man, give me your thoughts on this this whole Erica Kirk situation. What are your thoughts on it? I'll be honest with you, the whole all black thing, I don't know what she was going for. It was weird. Like, was she like trying to symbolize? Never mind. That's crazy. That's crazy. Never mind. Love each and every last one of y'all, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend, bro. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.